Connected. Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Sound muted. Sound resumed.
I think they are.
Yes.
User entered your channel.
Y'all have a good one. I'll see you soon.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, Brian.
G'day, Jimmy Dale.
Here you're talking to, nothing.
Oh. Are you broadcasting something, Larry, or are you just doing all your jobs?
I'm broadcasting, but it ain't working.
Oh.
Because the only one running is me.
It doesn't show it, you mean?
It just shows the pit road. It doesn't show anything else.
You better get your daughter back to fix it, Larry.
Now you can at least watch me anyway, since nobody else is playing. I guess they all figured they're good enough.
What's up? I just got back. I was stepping away for a second. I see you got the Rugrat in here.
Yeah, I was streaming. That's Bill asked if I was streaming in here. I said, no, all you can see right now is pit road because nobody's in here.
I can see you now, Larry.
Thanks, I said I changed the camera around so you can at least watch me anyway. Ah, it's going to be the secret right there, Bill. Not spinning off that corner.
Using that setup that I had loaded?
No, actually, I think I'm still running the setup that I was playing with last night.
I'm gonna say I made a few changes to it. It's actually, I think, a little bit more stable, a little bit better.
Now I got it.
That's the Daytona road course, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I done a heap around there. I probably got a setup for that at home.
What did you change, Killer?
Take both front springs to 900 and both rear springs to 450. Totally keeping it off the track up there on the main part so you're not bottoming out, scrubbing speed. And take the diff ratio, I believe it's at 3.588, and pop it down to one to the left of 3.563. Because it was getting pretty close to 9,000 RPMs at the end of that straight, and if you get any kind of draft with somebody, you're going to get even more RPMs than that. So,
yeah, temper.
That's it so far. I'm thinking about also maybe trying. I'm going to do a few laps. I just took the springs to 450 from 350 the rear spring, so I'm going to do a couple laps like that, and I'm maybe going to up the tire pressures a little bit too, because with the higher tire pressures, you will go faster on the big part of the track. I just don't know how much it's going to slow you down on the rest of the track. So I'm going to test it like this first, and then I may play with the tire pressures a little bit.
I think you're going to be better off setting for the road course part and dealing with whatever you got out on the big track.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there.
right, guys. We'll catch y'all later.
See you, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
User disconnected from your channel.
What y'all doing up here? Well,
Running some laps at the road course.
oh, okay.
This ought to be a decent lap.
51-0. That's not too bad for me. I see a lot of guys doing that in the race.
Doing what?
Forgetting about that goddamn pit road fucking corner and fucking well in the wall there.
Oh, yeah.
And that gives you pretty good damage, too.
Okay.
Man, this track is very throttle sensitive.
I'm starting to get more used to it. My average lap now is about a 146.7. Go back down to the 800 front springs, 350 rear springs. Test that out again. Now, this be a track where if we have green flag pit stops, you can actually lose a lot of time or make a lot of time if you can get off of pit road good. The little S is sort of how it is coming off of pit road.
First corner, coming off of pit road, I'll bet you can gain a ton of time right there. You can definitely lose a ton of time, I know that. Like I said, if you hit that wall, man, you're screwed.
I'm not bottoming out. 350 rear, 800 front. Might even be able to go to 750 front.
That make it turn better?
Yeah, it actually felt, well, that was the very first lap, but I mean, it felt like it turned pretty well, and it didn't feel as slippery, you know, getting in the gas. You still got to be sensitive on the throttle, but it's felt a little better.
I gotta remember every time, I gotta remember that corner and I don't get on the gas as hard and let it drift a little wider.
Yeah, I usually, that's where if I'm going to lock up the brakes, that's where I usually do it.
I've been having a lot of trouble locking the brakes up. Just like I said, it gets loose coming off the corner there really bad on me.
It is a little better with the lower springs coming off of that corner. Bottoming out a little bit on the last part of the big straightaway. Sounded like it was the rear spring, so being down at 350, but it wasn't bad bottoming out though. I just locked my brakes up going to that last right-hander, and even after I let off and stepped back down, every time I put back down the brake, it would lock up. I just wore off half of my front tire in that one turn.
That right there is going to be the other key to this race. You got to take care of the tires.
Yeah. I don't know why it's locking up like that, because I'm not pushing down very hard on the brake. I even tried moving the brake bias back, to the rear. Give me more rear brake to keep it from locking that front tire up, but it still didn't seem to work. Alright, it's bottoming out a little bit at the 350 spring, so I'm going back at 400 and trying to bring the fronts down to 750, see if it bottoms out. I want to bring them as low as I can without bottoming out.
Twelve laps, it says, is a fuel run.
Did you just make a fuel run?
No. I haven't tried to do a whole fuel run. It says projected laps is 12.
Yeah, you probably want to make that many. Probably more like 10, maybe 11. I have 750 too low on the front spring, still bottoming out. Don't mess with the tire pressures. Only going up a little bit though. 2 pounds on the front tires and 1 pound on the rear.
Crap, I almost didn't realize you were beside me there. I bet that'll hurt too.
I wonder if that would even bring out a caution since you're kind of off the track there.
I don't know. I was also wondering, when you're coming out of the pits, if you go inside them cones, I wonder if you're going to get a black flag.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
We should probably kick it to race and see.
Yeah, Yeah, let me finish this lap.
Yeah, let me know whenever it's not no
Never
hurry.
mind, I'm off the track.
Alright, you don't need to mess with nothing in the garage, right?
Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm good.
I wonder what this is set up at.
I think it's set up at 40%. 36 laps.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's close enough.
You could make 12 laps. You can make it on 2 pit stops. But it ain't gonna go green. Kick that sucker to race.
There we go.
Drivers, to your cars.
Check your setup.
It should be good. At least I hope I'm good.
Did you have something in the race
No, I didn't.
that might have gotten to the no-nay?
Hang on, I'll reset. Sorry, yeah, you're right. He did go to no. That would have been ugly. But my game crashed. Hang on, I'm on my way back.
Drivers, start your engines!
You just fell out. Wow, the pace car goes down the little pace road on the way out. It doesn't cut right out on the track. Man, it hauls ass.
To your car.
It goes around that first turn. It's got to be 60, 70 miles an hour, whatever pace speed is. Probably 70. I don't know. It's probably set for regular Daytona pace speed.
Alright, I'm gonna try kicking this back then, so.
Yeah, this pace car is fucking flying, man. You should be sounding a good track here, but
Alright.
nobody will be able to keep up. Hang on, let me see what pace speed actually is. Let me get it behind this pace car.
Dump the whole ass down the fucking back stretch catching.
Looks like pace speed is 65 miles an hour. Go ahead, reset it.
Wow. You don't really do 65 to them all them fucking corners.
Oh, hell no. It took me, I had to haul ass just to catch up to it. Watch this thing when it goes out of pit road. Well, I can't remember with the other track either. The pace car might have done the same thing at the other version of this. But it's a big, long track, so even if it gets away from us on those corners, you still got to go out onto the big part of the track. It'll be easy enough to catch up with it.
Yeah, technically, I don't know that we need to drive through the S's. I don't know. On the pace lap, you might be able to go straight through.
I thought it would have just gone straight out onto the track here, but it doesn't. It follows this pit road thing.
Oh, fuck, he is going. Let's burn up happy people just trying to catch a pace car.
And we can test out the pit stalls too, make sure everything works. Once it goes green, I'm not gonna I'll make a full lap, but I'm on the very first lap of the race. I'm going to go into the pits, make a regular pit stop, come back out, see if it does black flag. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use as much of that concrete beside those cones as I can, just to see if it will give you a black flag. I don't think it will, but you never know. Yeah. And this is a good test of the braking zone here under green flag, because we're not going to be up to our normal full speed coming down to this turn one, you know what I mean? You'll be able to drive it in much deeper than you normally would on the very first lap under green. A lot of guys are probably going to misjudge that. We'll do a big long ass pace lap, and then first time lap when it goes green, everybody's going to run over everybody going down into turn one because they don't know where to start braking at.
I just want to say we're going to give us a black flag on the base lap here. So I went straight instead of going through the chicane.
Yeah, I did that during practice, and it didn't black flag me during practice. I didn't even notice to see if it counted my lap, though.
I do know there's a read-me file in this, and you've got to stop. You got to go all the way to 0, it says in the read-me file. When you go through there, you can't roll it. And slow down and come out the other side. And you got to actually stop and go to 0, it said. It's a good way to test first gear, too. Didn't think about that either.
Spin in turn 5.
Oh, so that's turn 5?
Yeah, my spotter said there was a spin in turn 5. That must be. But if you test the black flag issue through the straight right there, pass through those cones, and I'll test the cones on pit road for the black flag.
Well, if you go straight through and don't lift, I know for sure you get a black flag. Went through the inner loop without stop. Bypass the inner loop without stopping, it says.
Caution.
Yes, if you spin and rear end that, yes, caution comes out.
Well, that's weird because there's nobody even behind you on the track. I'm sitting in pit road.
I even hit it so hard I blew my motor.
Well, see, now I can't test to see if I'll get a black flag here because the caution is out.
Oh, wait till it goes green. When you come back around and it goes green, you'll know. It should still give you the... Oh, no, it's going to EOL you. Shit. Sorry, killer. Are we going to restart it?
I came out under yellow flag and it didn't give me a black flag. I doubt it will under green flag either.
Well, it wouldn't have probably give you a black flag there. It'd probably give you an EOL, but because I blew my motor, I'm not going to be coming back out.
I got an EOLL because I sped.
Oh, okay.
But I was already across the start finish line, so I wanted to go all the way back around, take the caution and all that. Might as well restart it.
Drivers, to your cars.
Yes,
Waiting on the rest of the field.
it did say you had to stop, come all the way to 0 when I went through there. So,
And you probably have to do it while you're sometime in between those cones as well.
yes, I would think.
If you're going too fast and you slide beyond the cones, you'll get it.
Yep.
Drivers, start your engines!
Only thing about this overlay is the way the F2 is right down there. It's kind of blocking some of my view. I mean, it's see-through, but still. I'd like to be able to move it up to the top.
Well, I have one that puts it right below the mirror.
Yeah, that's where mine is, right below the mirror.
Oh, yeah, but you use
Push your F2 button, though. Push F2. You see how the F2 comes up in the square? I mean, the square's see-through, but...
It's over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but it's still kind of blocking some of the view.
Yeah, a little bit. And with a bunch of names, it'll get
yeah, if it were moved up at the very top, then it would be up higher.
Right above it. Yeah. Yeah, but one right above it next to the mirror would be perfect.
There's got to be a way to move that mirror down just a little bit. I mean, you can turn the mirror off altogether, but I like my mirror. I need it. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that. Ah, I see. If you're in the car, the mirror actually is down a little bit. So if you run in the car with that thing at the top, then it would be perfect. But any of the out of the car views, the mirror's up there just a little higher.
Wow, if you're on the front, the mirror was all the way
at the top, yeah. I tried to get a bunch of my car over those cones on the left. There's only enough concrete to get about a little over half your car on there, so. And I was getting a little over them just about every time I came out, so I'll test them, you know, like normal, see how much of my car. I'll do a normal one and you see if you get like your whole car past them. We'll give it a good test, see if we get a black flag for that. Looks like it's about that 100 mark. That's where you got to start braking on the green flag.
Oh, don't hit that grass!
I know the pit stops work because I already went through that. I'm just going to drive through here and come off a pit road and see what happens.
I was looking for my fucking speedometer, I forgot where it was.
I got my whole car. Got my whole car on the other side of those cones that didn't black flag me. See if a single car spins way ahead of another one if it calls a caution in any other spot. Nope. See, I'm completely stopped on the track like 20 seconds ahead of you. It didn't cause a caution there. So when you spun going down into one, did you hit those tires or something?
Yeah.
So you went all the way into the tires. Let's see what happens if I spin down there and don't hit the tires while I'm 17 seconds ahead. See if it still brings a caution. Test the stop thing. See if you can go through those cones and stop and not get a black flag. I'm completely stopped over here, spinning around, doing donuts over here on this concrete, and it's not calling a caution.
They just told me there was a spin.
See if it calls a caution when you come along here. I'm going to sit here and do donuts till you get here. Did you stop and not get a black flag?
Yes.
You're going to have to watch that water temperature, though, because it gets hot. 60 tape might be too much. Might have to go down to 55. Didn't call any caution there, did it?
Nope.
Now I'm going to go hit these tires and see what happens.
I wonder if because you were in the pits, they considered it close enough.
I'm not in the pits, am I? Where'd you hit the tires at?
No, you were in the pits when I hit the tires.
Yeah, there's like a wall and everything separating us. But I was just doing spins when you were coming by. It didn't call a caution.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I'm also going to go back through.
But that's not calling one now. I'm all over the tires.
Yeah, I can see you. I'm going to go through that area where the chicane is, and I'm going to roll through there at about 1 mile an hour and see if it black flags me. Because it didn't when I stopped all the way. Actually, I went going through it about 20.
To show you the black flag.
Yep.
You cut across. They're gonna make
You gotta stop, and if you do stop, if you go all the way to 0, it does not give you a black flag.
I'd take the tape down on that setup. You're going to use that one I gave you. I went down to 50 just to make sure. Might get away with 55, but I'd rather finish the race and risk it.
I wonder if it's because they had to call a tow truck that brought the caution out, Killer.
Yeah, that's probably why. Were you stuck? You were stuck in the tires?
No, but it blew my motor.
Blew your motor?
Yeah.
And did the caution come out right when your motor blew, or when you called the tow truck?
I didn't call the tow truck. The game called the tow truck, and when the game called the tow truck, the caution came out. So, yeah, I bet that's what it was.
That's probably it.
One more thing I want to test here, though. Everything seems to be good.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm going to see what happens if we stay out on the big part of the track.
Well, you just jumped right there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, fuck, there's a jump in there.
You're on the part of the track you're not supposed to be on now, right?
Yeah. Listen, I went through it. Nothing. I went all the way around. Oh no, there it is, black flag.
Well, that was the chicane part right there.
Was that the chicane?
Yeah, that was the chicane.
Oh, fuck, I lost track of where it was. Here, I'm gonna clear it and go around again. I think as long as you do the chicane, you can run the whole outside.
Yeah, we definitely need to test that. Although, yeah, it should give you a black flag for doing that. But yeah, test, because you should be able to make a faster lap running the whole outside of the track.
Oh, you know you can. You can run almost a 50-some lap.
I think it'll black flag you.
That's a minute 10.
I think it'll black flag you right here if you get too far down in there. Yeah, you just made a jump right there. And you still got a racing line.
Yep.
No black flag?
Nope.
You just got right back to that chicane awfully quick. I didn't even notice the back stretch.
Because the back stretch is where the chicane is.
No, you're on the front stretch now. Oh no, you're coming through 3 and 4, yeah.
Yeah, right there's pit road.
And now you're on the front stretch. See what kind of lap this is. Oh, good. Yeah, 1 minute, 4 seconds. There's the jump again, going down into 1 and 2. So just let you ride around like that. Doesn't black flag you.
I can beat everybody this way.
Well, people will be fucking around doing that in practice just to put up a time where people go, how the fuck do you do that?
Oh, yeah.
But nobody will get away with that in the race.
Well, if they do, they'll get a black flag, because I'm going to make sure I put that on my shortcut keys. So everything works except for that. Yeah, they should have did something with it. You know what? They probably couldn't because in case you spin out there. You know what I mean? They probably couldn't put a black flag zone in there because if you spun out, you might catch it inadvertently. I still wish they would have though, because it.
No, I don't see how you're not gonna. I mean, they could have put a black flag zone well down in there, you know, where if you went a certain distance past it, because even if you spin out, you're not gonna go all the way down into turn 1.
It's not that big of a distance.
Well, I mean, you got to go through turn 1 and 2 and then down the backstretch. I mean, that's a pretty good distance.
No, you don't. Okay.
Yeah, when you come out of there, you're still not in turn 1 yet. You just passed the cones.
That's where you're coming. That's where you come back out onto the track at, right there. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have put the black flag zone down beyond there. They could have put it all the way down the middle of 1 and 2, you know.
No, they couldn't because you're actually racing here. You come out of the corner here. This is the last turn.
Oh, it is.
It's a road course.
It is, yeah.
That's why it's too short of a distance. They probably couldn't put it in there. And You know what I mean? With cars spinning.
Yeah, I see that.
And that cuts the whole road course out.
Yeah. All except for the kink.
Oh, except for the kink. And you know yourself, I just showed you, I ran a minute order. Ain't nobody touching that.
Even
I was running slow. I wasn't even going fast.
Even if you completely suck in the kink, you're still going to be able to wipe everybody out.
Well, yeah, but I never even got up to 180 mile an hour. Not nowhere going around. I was only running like 140, 150.
And you were full throttling?
No, I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I was going easy.
I don't think you'd get that fast anyway. With the tire pressures down as low as they are, you wouldn't be able to go. You might go 190. Actually, top speed at Daytona is by yourself is like 187.
I hit 190 mile an hour going through the tri-oval. Go back out and test it. Look at your mile per hour when you're coming through the tri-oval. Just before you start braking to go down into that first corner, you're almost at 190 mile an hour.
That's kind of funked up, isn't it? Because
yes,
at Daytona all by yourself,
yes,
with 60 tire pressures all the way around and 70 tape, you can't go that fast.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking to myself earlier, man, I wish I could get out of the fucking pits like this and get the speed that fast.
It's restrictor plate, that's why. Restricted plate. You're restricted to 7,000 RPM, said to Daytona track.
And here you're not.
Yep.
Yep, good point. I didn't even think about that.
Well, I guess I'm done for the evening.
Yeah, I'm going to shut the stream down.